Recording is in progress, everybody. Good evening. I am Alderwoman Lee from the 11th Ward. You're on a community meeting that it's been called regarding a zoning change request that's been made by Ms. Grace Way and her husband. They're on the call here for the subject property at 928 West 37th Place. They own the property. It's a two flat. It's currently zoned M1-2 and they're requesting a change to RT 3.5. What will happen now is I'd like to just go around and have everybody introduce themselves to say who they are. If you're a neighbor, like in the immediate vicinity, or if you're just, a neighbor from the ward interested in what's going on. If you wouldn't mind, just please identifying yourself so that we have that here. Matt, why don't we start with you?
Hey, Matt Mallock, just a neighbor, not immediate vicinity, but in Bridge Park.
Got it. And a Sox fan, so
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. So please don't say if you're a Cubs fan if you want to have success on this call tonight. Gerardo. Or Gerardo. You can unmute yourself and just let us know who you are. All right, I'll come back. Todd, why don't you go ahead and go?
Great. Todd Serpico. I live in the I live on the block behind the house. So just in the alley. We share the alley.
Okay.
Yeah,
great.
yeah, we met before.
Yes.
I think
yeah.
last
How did the
weekend.
move go?
Oh, it was not too bad. 1,000 miles.
Yes. Yes. Well, I'm glad you made it there safely.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thanks. Nice to meet you, Todd. Steve, how about you?
Steve, I live on the block, same block.
Okay, great. Thanks, Steve. So you got the notice in the mail. There's
did.
someone who just joined via iPhone. Can you identify yourself, please?
Diane McGowan.
Hi, Diane. Are you
Hi,
a
Diane.
neighbor from right around the street there?
I'm 2 doors down.
Okay, got it. Thanks for being with us. And Gerardo, are you able to unmute your phone and introduce yourself?
Hi, Gerardo. I just live right around the corner from them, so I'm just the resident that got the notice.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to do is really hand it over to Grace, and we'll help along the way here. She can explain why she and her husband have requested the zoning change, and they can explain their situation. So Grace, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. First of all, we want to thank you for everybody who joining us tonight for this meeting. And we want to give a special thank you to the 11th Ward Ordinance Office for helping us in rezoning process and helping us schedule the meeting tonight. Also, a special thank you to our neighbors who are taking off our home while we are like 1,000 miles away. The reason we are applying rezoning is because we are following the city zoning department's instructions to legalize back our building to a 2 dwelling unit building as we purchased it back in 2013. At the time we purchased it, we purchased with all the legal forms, a zoning certification from the zoning department as certified as the 2-unit building. But this year, when we listed our house on the market to sell it, the zoning department says, oh, the previous one issued in error. And they give us options to legalize back to the 2-unit building. The step 1 is to rezone our home from manufacturer 1 to 2 to the RT 3.5. So that's why we're here for this community meeting. And we send out the mails to the neighbors within the, the 250 feet, right?
Okay,
So
guys, it's Diane McGowan. I want to jump in. I've lived here 61 years. For 61 years, it's been a two-unit building.
Thank you for verifying that for us.
I mean, so my aunt lived in the front and my cousins lived in the back. So it's been a 2-unit, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So the fact that they're going through all this trouble is kind of troubling.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you on that. In fact, several houses on the block, if you look at a zoning map, are zoned M1-2. I don't actually have all of the zoning history, but from Sangamon to 928 is, and I know there's 2 vacant properties there. That's zoned M1-2, and then from 920 to 910 is zoned M1-2, but not 908. And then 906 and 902 are zoned M1-2. I'm finding these little Easter eggs, kind of all around the ward right now.
Yeah, so 920 is my parents' house and 916 is my house. My house has been here for 150 years.
Did you ever get, just curious, Diane, did you ever get, and did I get your name right, by the way?
Yeah, it's Diane.
Thank you. I hate saying people's names wrong. Diane, did you ever get a notice at any point saying that your zoning had been changed to M1-2?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
And the family that bought it before us had been generational. So from
Right.
1867 till we bought it in 1990 and
Yeah.
then us for the last 30 years.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't disagree with you that this is rather troublesome that unfortunately Grace and her husband have to go through this in order to sell their building properly. It was not anything that they did. So we have the community meeting so that people can also raise issues if they have concerns with the zoning change in order to facilitate the sale of the property. Does anybody have any concerns about this being zoned properly to what the use of the building has been to change it to an RT 3.5?
No.
No, we have no problems.
No problem.
Okay. And just for everybody else who lives in the area, I'm working with the zoning department to try to do an assessment of the entire ward to look at zoning and if it's appropriate for the areas. I'm still very puzzled by this. I know it's, there's parts of, across the street is manufacturing, but they're clearly all residential on your side of the street. So I would hate for anybody else to have to go through this like sort of onesie twosie process. If there's something that can be done. And like I said, I'm looking at the entire ward for little pockets like this, because I'd like to look at whether or not there are things that can be done from the aldermanic perspective that can address these and just make it right for homeowners.
That would be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is like the easiest meeting all day today. So we just want to make sure that people had the opportunity to weigh in, because it's not always the case where the community is supportive of a change like this. So I'm glad to hear in this case that it is, and that all of the neighbors are in agreement with this. I can close out this meeting. This is, like I said, the easiest meeting all day long. Can I have a few more of these this week? Will you guys come back and make my life easy?
Definitely.
Agree with whatever, so.
Diane, thank you very much. I hope to meet all of the neighbors at some point. Yeah, and if there's nothing else, we'll go ahead and close this meeting out. We'll provide Grace with next steps so that she and her husband can settle their affairs here and get on fully with the next chapter. Although your neighbors are going to miss you. We're sorry to lose you from
guys so
Chicago
much
for
already.
sure.
We're still going to visit from time to time, for sure.
Okay. Okay. Well, love you guys. You guys, thanks a
Love
lot.
you guys too.
Oh,
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
thanks
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Good time.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice meeting you guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Ms. Lee.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad all of this worked out. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Grace,
Bye.
I'll send you a letter, okay? I'll send you a
Sure,
letter.
sure.
Okay,
Kathy,
thank you so
I'll
much.
email it to you.
For your
Nice to
help.
see you faces.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.